Hi guys, this is Emily Cupelli, and for today's video I will be decorating the monthly spread of February, and I think I want to start with my beautiful washi tape from Letter B. I got this one from scrapbook.com, and as you can see it is super thick, so I'll be using it to add it on the edges of the holes of my pages. And I feel this washi tape is a little bit on the expensive side, but as you can see it is like super thick, so I feel you can make it go a very long way and almost use it like if they were two rolls of washi tape, if you want to see it like that. So for example, in here, instead of having to go with my washi tape once in one page like I would have to do with a regular roll of washi tape, I can actually just use the same piece that I used for one page to use it in the other page, and that way you can get more out of your roll of washi tape. And it has these beautiful florals in gold foiling, which reminds me a lot of a washi tape that I have seen a lot online from Simply Gilded. So if you have seen it, maybe you can find some similarities between both washi tapes. Also, Recollections from Michaels have a very similar washi tape, or at least I find them very similar, but it is like this purpley indigo kind of color that I never get to use. So for that reason I just prefer the kind of white and gold, because I feel I can get a lot more of use out of a more neutral washi tape than out of that particular color that I do not use too often in my spreads. And as you can see, I can totally save this strip of washi for later to use in the same spread or in another different spread. And as you saw, I used my Happy Planner hole punch to punch back the holes into my pages. And now I have this beautiful scrapbook paper from Recollections. This is the tan hearts, and what I did with it was to cut a piece of it into a regular size of paper, which is 8.5 by 11 inches, and then I did a little header or cover for the top area of my monthly spread, because to be honest I do not love the color in my February words and 2017, so I thought of doing something like this where I could personalize it and customize it a little more for myself. And now I will take one of the plates from my C6 Big Shot machine to cut out the little cover or header or however you guys call it with my X-Acto knife. And this way I can get some use out of my beautiful scrapbook paper, which sometimes I am not really sure on how to use them other than simply cutting full boxes or something like that. But hopefully this will be a great way to use it, because like I said, get to make a header that I like more for my spread, but without spending or using a whole lot of ink from my printer, because instead of printing the whole background, like I just said, simply used a patterned paper. For this, you can also use your scissors or your paper trimmer, but sometimes I have a little trouble aligning stuff like this with my paper trimmer, so I prefer to use my X-Acto knife, and with my scissors I feel that it's much easier with the X-Acto knife. It's much faster and it's more, I get a more straight line, but it is totally up to you if you make something like this, or if you have something like this and you want to cut the straight lines, you can use either your scissors, paper trimmer, or X-Acto knife. Also, you could make something very similar to this and follow the same idea, but make it with stickers or stamps instead. You could use stickers of the month or alphabet stickers and spell the month with your alphabet stickers, and you would just have to cut the pieces of paper so that they fit your planner pages, and then you would simply use your stickers to spell out the month and the days of the week, which, as you can see in here, I simply used the first letter of the day to, for the days of the week. I didn't even spell the whole name of the days, which makes it even easier and faster if you're using something like stickers or stamps. And now I'll simply use my runner adhesive to stick this to my pages. Again, you can use any adhesive you prefer. You could use liquid glue, glue sticks, and other different runner adhesive. This time I am simply using my duct tape runner adhesive, for which I have like mixed feelings. I'm not sure how much I love it, because it is like in these stripes instead of the dotted runner adhesive that I always used to use and that I like so much, and it's so easy to use. But I guess if I have it, it works just fine. Again, for the little corners, I think my dotted runner adhesive is much easier and a little more, I can be like more accurate if I like to add adhesive all the way to the corners to avoid them from bending. And now I'll simply align these with the lines of my calendar. And I have found that the printing on my Happy Planner pages are not necessarily perfect. The printing can be like a little bit crooked or something like that. So for example, in here I made it to fit a perfect rectangle, but I have a little gap in here, so maybe I should have done it a little longer, and then I could just trim it with my scissors perfectly to size the area of my Happy Planner. But that's okay, it doesn't bother me right now because it's very little, and again it is such a little gap in there that if you are not doing something like this, it should not even affect you. And I really love how that looks, so I'm really happy about that. And now I want to cut some other pieces to cover up the days on the bottom. And I didn't do this part in my computer because I thought it was simple enough to just measure it with my planner and cut it with my trimmer or X-Acto knife. And I will try to upload it somehow to maybe my blog or something, like my card making blog. I will add it in some section this little layout that I made for myself in case any of you are interested on using it. And there it is. And now I will start adding stuff into my planner, and I will start with my days off for the month of February, which are kinda tentative just because I'm not sure what my month exactly is gonna be like, but I will just go ahead and add them to my spread, like I said, just as something tentative. After all plans are tentative, they can totally change. And for that, I already cut down this washi tape, a piece of this washi tape, which is from Recollections. And it has some beautiful gold foiling hearts. And it has three rows of hearts. And I used my X-Acto knife to cut individually the rows of hearts. And talking of days off, I just started working again last week after the winter break, and already I have had a bunch of days off already because it has been snowing a lot in Oregon, in the area where I live, where there usually do not snow that much, and it has been like crazy snowy this year. So they canceled school, and because I work in a school, they canceled work. And for that, I am also using these little school stickers that I made using my Recollections stamps. And I cut a bunch of circles with my scan and cut, and then I have them ready to stamp any little icon that I may need. So I use my Recollections stamp for that, and my Versa Magic chalk ink in the color Wheat. And also I then went with my gold gel pen from Sakura, and I did a diagonal line marking that there is no school and no work. And with those same stamps and ink pad, I stamped this little paw to mark down the heart guard of my doggy. And with my sweet stamp shop work stamp set and I believe my Tea Rose dye ink pad from Archival Ink, I also stamped a bunch of these YouTube icons. So I'll be using them to mark the tentative days for my plan with Miss. And with my Recollections stickers, I have this little Valentine's Day sticker in the shape of a little banner. So I'll try to place it in here, covering the Valentine's Day that is already in the page, just to make it a little more special and of course a little more pretty. And I apologize for my nails. They are a last case, but I hope you don't mind too much. At least I got to buy some cute band-aids from the Target dollar spot to cover my wounds that I always have in my hands. And for this, now I will use these foiled hearts from Stico Stickers, which I got at, I believe these are from Walmart, but you can probably find them also at Michael's. And I think I will use the pink one to stick right by the President's Day, because I don't have one of those banners for the President's Day, so I'll just go with these little hearts. And then for the Valentine's Day, I kinda want one of those hearts too, but I think I'll use the gold ones, which are a little more yellow than gold, but they are so little that it's okay. And the gold foiling in this washi is also pretty yellowish, so I guess they match just fine. And I think that is really cute. And there you can see the foiling, so pretty. And along with my band-aids from Target, I also got some new sticker books from Mambi from Michael's, because I finally went to the shopping, which I had not gone since Black Friday, I think. So I also had to go by Michael's, and I finally got these beautiful sticker books from Mambi that are sold now at Michael's. And this is the color story one. As you can see, I already moved my pages a little bit to make them a little easier for me to find the stickers that I want. You know, can use and optimize my time a little more. And I think I'll be using a couple of stickers from here. So since I'll be using a couple of stickers from here, I thought I would just show you guys the stickers in case any of you haven't seen them yet. And this particular color story sticker book is kinda like the first color story one, but this has some different color combo, and also this has some rose gold like you can see here, and it has like 4 pages of each theme, and then at the end it has some quotes, and they are all beautiful. I absolutely love them. And then I also got this one, which is the watercolor one. And again, this has some beautiful colors, and this is a little more different than the other one, because the other one is like mainly full boxes, while this one have some more functional stickers, I would say. And I love both of them, but just a little difference is that in the color story one, the first version of it had a bunch of full boxes like in a simple pattern, while this other book has a bunch of full boxes with quotes. So you do not get as many patterns that you can, I really enjoyed the ones that were just subtle patterns that I could cut banners out of them. I could use them as background for other different stickers, while in this one is a lot of quote boxes and not so many just simple patterns like the previous sticker book. And I am not saying that one is better than the other. They are just different, and it simply depends on what you prefer or what you need. So from this sticker book, which is the color story one and the color, coordinating, I will take this box from here and I will use it as my quote box, along with a little quote from the back, which reads, "Follow your heart." So I'm gonna take both of those and I'll go ahead and stick them to my page. Also, I would say something pretty peculiar from this particular sticker book is that the themes are not just colors, they are more like themes. And if you have seen the different designs that you can find in the planners of My Happy Planner, you may recognize a lot of those themes because they are like from the different planners, which I really like actually, because if you are not able to have a bunch of planners in every single planner or every single design that you like, now you can basically have that in the stickers form. So that is really nice, and you can also probably find the design of your particular happy planner in the sticker form, which again I really like and I think it's really cool. But I just wish I had a little more of the subtle patterns in that sticker book, because I feel I enjoy a lot that kind of stickers and that kind of sticker boxes, because I feel I can be a little more creative with those kind of stickers. But of course, other than that, they are gorgeous. The stickers are really beautiful, the colors and the designs are really beautiful. And also I'll be using this floral sticker book, which I already had, and I will be using the flowers, more specifically the smaller flowers in here to decorate my spread. And as you can see, I have 2 sheets of the smaller flowers and then 2 sheets of the bigger ones, and I guess I'll save the bigger ones for another weekly spread at some time, and we will use the smaller ones for this monthly spread. And we'll just go ahead and place some flowers here and there, and I feel that hearts are perfect for the monthly or any spread in February, but also I feel like flowers are perfect as well, because, well, we give and receive flowers on February and on Valentine's Day. So that is why I chose to use these beautiful flowers in this particular month. And on my trip to Target, I also got these sticky notes that I cannot find right now in my messy desk, but they are more like squared sticky notes, and I cut them down. At least I cut this one down to be like 1.5 inches wide, which is more like the width of the weekly boxes. And I also got these really nice and cute watercolored sticky flags at Target as well, so I'll place one down right in here, as well as this one. I didn't add any additional adhesive to it, so it is more like a temporary sticky note that I can remove at any time at the end of the month or during the middle of the month. And I feel like I want to cut this one to be squared or more like rectangular. And that is to keep track of my expenses during the month, and I can keep track of any expense in here, and then at the end I can just simply remove this one and just write down the total expense of that month here in the sidebar in this little sticky note, which I can end up sticking more permanently, or if I change my mind, I can simply remove it and throw it away. Well guys, I added some of the watercolored hearts in the floral sticker book because I was like, OMG, it needs more hearts. I can barely see the hearts I added, so it needs more. And I went ahead and went kind of crazy with the watercolored hearts. But I am happy I did that, because even though this ended up being more of a busy spread in comparison to the rest of my monthly spreads, I really like how this turned out. I think the florals are beautiful, and I feel it has just the right amount of hearts. And of course, I absolutely love the colors and I really hope you like it too. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up. I will really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!